Procurement interview questions and answer. What is a purchase requisition, and define various requisitions? It is a formal request intended to procure/buy something that is needed by the organization. It is created and approved by the department requiring the goods and services. A purchase requisition typically contains the description and quantity of the goods or services to be purchased, a required delivery date, account number, and the amount of money that the purchasing department is authorized to spend for the goods or services. Often, the names of suggested supply sources are also included. Requisitions are of two types. 1. Internal requisition. 2. Purchase requisition. Internal requisitions are created if the items are to be obtained from one inventory location to another location within the same organization. Here the source of the requisition would be inventory. There is no approval process for the internal requisition. Purchase requisitions are created if the goods are obtained from external suppliers. Here the source of the requisition would be suppliers. The purchase requisitions are sent for approvals. What are the success components of an organization that procurement can always build? Market placement, company identity, settling management issues, enhancing company capabilities. If we buy a customized product from single sources, how will you know if price is fair? Price comparison is easy when you are buying a standard product that is offered by multiple suppliers. You have easy access to price data points for comparison. But, when you are purchasing a customized product from a single source, you do not have the luxury of multiple price data points. Therefore, you need to use other techniques. One of those other techniques is using a should-cost model. How do you build a sourcing strategy? The first step of building a sourcing strategy is creating a savings strategy outline. A savings strategy outline will list all tasks that you plan to accomplish during a sourcing initiative. For each of those tasks, you will list target commencement dates, actual commencement dates, target completion dates, actual completion dates, target annual savings, and actual annual savings. Obviously, at the beginning of your sourcing initiative, your savings strategy outline will only contain target dates. But, as you progress through your sourcing initiative, you will add actual dates. The tasks that you will include in your savings strategy outline are taught in great detail in our online course, Savings Strategy Development. How do you keep records of suppliers? Supplies depends on a number of factors such as the cost of supplies, use of supplies, for consumption versus for use in manufacturing or billable services, the cost of poor supply record keeping versus the cost of keeping records, and so forth. However, for higher value, higher volume supplies that are considered direct costs, a computerized inventory management system should be used to track supplies. This is important for a number of reasons, including accounting accuracy, replenishment efficiency, which are the key procurement services. Every organization has different goals and different situations. Therefore, the optimal procurement metrics for one organization may not be the optimal procurement metrics for another organization. That being said, there are 10 procurement key performance indicators that all procurement departments should consider including in their metrics. Cost savings, managed spend as a percentage of total spend, cost savings as a percentage of managed spend, procurement operating costs as a percentage of managed spend, return on investment, percent of on-time supplier deliveries, supplier defect rate, customer satisfaction, procurement cycle time, value of supplier idea implementation. What are the prime responsibilities of a procurement manager? One of their prime responsibilities is to buy and make sure of the availability of goods. They need to make sure they are buying the same at best available prices so that profits for the organization can simply be enhanced. Those with a good background in academics and finance can enable organizations to get results better than expected. What are the important tasks that matter a lot when it comes to handling a procurement process? It is not possible for the organizations to make sure that everything goes best in the process if they don't pay attention to this. The very first thing is to pay attention to the selection of vendors who have a good reputation in the market. Once they are selected, next is to establish the payment terms which make sure no future conflicts. Procurement is actually an umbrella term in which purchasing can be considered integrated. Why is stock verification necessary at the time of delivery for the buyers? It simply enables buyers to make sure that no damaged goods have been supplied to the buyers. In case there is an issue with the goods provided, buyers can raise a refund or a replacement for the same. Verification at a later date than receiving the stock can create conflicts between both the parties. If the stock is not as per requirement, obviously it is a huge loss for the buyer. Thanks for watching. Education SME Point. Subscribe, share, comment.